Good morning, children. Now, inside the box, we can see twins are two offsprings produced in the same pregnancy. Monozygotic, identical twins. One zygote, one egg will be fertilized by one sperm, and that will be dividing into two during the first cleavage. And these two will be forming the two young ones, that is monozygotic, and they are called identical twin. Dizygotic, fraternal it is called. Two sperms, sometimes it may happen also, two eggs will be produced, two separate eggs are fertilized by two separate sperms, dizygotic. Third one is called Siamese. United twins are the conjoined twins which are joined during birth. So, these three to be studied differences. Now, next one we are going to discuss about the fetus after development of the zygote. It will be brought to the uterus, and thus fetus will start to develop. The embryo will start to develop. This embryo is covered by membranes. What are the membranes? 2 marks question. Amnion, yolk sac, allantois, chorion. 4 membranes are there. Protect the embryo from. Why these membranes are there? Now, protect the embryo from desiccation, dryness, mechanical shock, and help in the absorption of nutrients and exchange of gases. These are the functions performed by these membranes which are present around the embryo. Now, one by one, amnion. What is the function of amnion? Amnion is a double-layered, translucent, not transparent, partially transparent membrane filled with amniotic fluid. It provides the buoyant environment, floating environment to protect the developing embryo from injury, regulates the temperature of the fetus, and provides a medium in which fetus can move. Here it has been this blue color structure which is called the amniotic fluid, and just around outside it is called the amnion. Here it is amnion. Second one is called the yolk sac. Yolk sac forms the part of the gut. GOT, gut means the digestive system, and is a source of earliest blood cells and blood vessels. Third one is called allantois. Allantois forms a small outpocketing of the embryonic tissue at the caudal end. This end. It is called the allantois. Allantois it is. Caudal and heart structure towards upper end. Embryonic tissue at the caudal end of the yolk sac. It is the structural base for the umbilical cord. From here only umbilical cord will develop, and links the embryo to the placenta, and ultimately it becomes the part of the urinary bladder. Now, next one, the chorions. A chorion is the outermost membrane which encloses the embryo and all other membranes, and helps, that means outermost layer, and helps the formation of placenta. That is the outermost layer which is called the chorion membrane. Now, the trophoblast cells. Trophoblast cells means outermost layer of the embryo, just below the just outside the consecutive 3 layers: epiderm, mesoderm, and ectoderm. Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Trophoblast cells in the blastocyst send out several finger-like projections called the chorionic villi, carrying the fetal blood. This side it is the chorionic villi. It is also called the placental villi. Finger-like projections carrying fetal blood and are surrounded by sinuses. Sinuses, some depressions that contain the maternal blood. The chorionic villi and the uterine tissues form a disc-shaped placenta. Placenta is now what is the function of placenta? Placenta is a temporary endocrine organ formed during pregnancy, and it connects the fetus to the uterine wall through the umbilical cord. It is the organ by which nutritive, respiratory, and excretory functions are fulfilled. That means fetus will get the food, respiratory gases, and whatever metabolic waste materials also will be produced, that also will be brought back through this placenta. excretory functions are fulfilled. The embryo's heart develops during which time? The 4th week of pregnancy. 4th week means within 1 month heart develops and circulates blood through the umbilical cord and placenta as well as through its own tissues. Now next part we show embryo how it is established. The primary germless 3 layers we have told, primitive tissues from which all body organs develop. Now ectoderm. Ectoderm, which are the parts of our body develops. Ectoderm gives rise, that's why I have marked also ectoderm, gives rise to central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, peripheral nervous system, epidermis, that means skin and its derivatives, that means nail, hair, everything, sebaceous gland, all these different organs. Already we know the skin is the tissue where what are the derivatives are. Epidermis and its derivatives and mammary gland. These are the organs developed from ectoderm. Now come to the mesoderm. The connective tissue, cartilage. Connective tissue means blood, bones, then muscles, all these. Cartilage, bone, that one. Connective tissue, cartilage, bones, muscles, organs of urinogenital system. That means both the reproductive system and the excretory system organs develop from the mesoderm. Now the endodermal derivatives are the epithelium. From endodermis, what are the organs develop? Epithelium of the gastrointestinal and respiratory tract. That means digestive system, respiratory system, liver, pancreas, thyroid, parathyroid, endocrine glands. All develop from endodermis. So the full embryo body will be developing. Human pregnancy lasts, these are for 2 marks question. What are the organs develop? Human pregnancy lasts for about 280 days or 40 weeks and is called the gestation period. It can be divided in for convenience into 3 trimesters. Already we know that one, of 3 months each. The first trimester is the main period of organogenesis. Organogenesis means development, organ development will be. The body organs, namely heart, limbs. Limbs means legs and hands. Lungs, liver, external genital organs are well developed. By the end of second trimester, that means 4th onward, 4th, 5th, 6th, the face is well formed with features, eyelids, eyelashes, eyes blink, body will be covered with fine hair, muscle tissue develops and bones become harder. Last one, the fetus is fully developed and is ready for delivery by the end of 9 months, that is in 3rd trimester. So all the 9 months, what are the organs developed and when. Now during pregnancy, the placenta acts as a temporary endocrine gland and different hormones are produced by the placenta. What are the different hormones? No, HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, human, H for human, C for chorionic gonadotropin, HCS, human chorionic somatomammotropin, HCS, and human placental lactogen, HPL. HPL means human placental lactogen, and estrogen and progesterones also which are essential for a normal pregnancy. It is book back 2 marks question. What are the hormones are secreted by the placenta? In addition to that, a hormone called relaxin is also secreted during the later phase of pregnancy, which helps in relaxation of the pelvic ligaments at the time of parturition. It should be noted that HCl, HPL, relaxin are produced only during pregnancy. In addition, during pregnancy, the level of other hormones, estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc., is increased several folds at the maternal blood. And these hormones are essential for supporting the fetal growth. So, placenta, what are the hormones are produced? So, not only that one, HCG, HCS, HPL, estrogen, progesterone, not only that, The relaxin is also secreted during the later phase of pregnancy. So these are the hormones are secreted by the placenta to support the growth of the fetus. The next part we are going to discuss, which is called the parturition. That will be in the next part. 2 minutes more. Okay, thank you children.